So let's talk a little bit about trades, kind of a general topic here about the way these things go down now. You've got players like Anthony Davis, Antonio Brown, as part of a bigger pattern in different ways, but similar situations, I guess, just kind of forcing their way or trying to force their way off these teams. What do we think about the way the players are kind of trying to take control of their situations and just pushing their way out of town?
I think they do it more in a negative way. They try to draw negative attention to themselves, and they think it's going to help them with a bigger deal or whatever. Like him and Ben Roethlisberger going back and forth, and Ben's not saying anything. Right. So Antonio looks like they have to get rid of him. And I guess that equates to more money. And
is there any player who has seen his image deteriorate faster than Antonio Brown in recent times without actually getting in?
I mean, I get that off the field stuff.
Yes, but I mean, he hasn't gotten in criminal trouble. It's just been all this stuff that's really been going on the field as much as anything else.
I think the frustrating part with Antonio Brown is he is a guy who has gotten the accolades. He's a great player. I think accepted as if he's not the best wide receiver in the league, he's in that conversation, and he's gotten paid, and he has a great contract, and he's on a team where they throw him the football. Right. So you start to wonder what the problems are. I wonder, too, when you look at that Steelers team, as a coach, all the stuff that went on from internally, and fans will say, well, you got this talent, you can't get rid of the talent.
Locker room nightmare.
It is, right? As a coach, when you're dealing with that, obviously it's different at a high school level, but dealing with that has to be a lot.
It's a tremendous burden. I mean, when you have to figure out what's going on in the game to make sure he gets his touches, and then he's going to say other stuff in the locker room to take some of the other best players' minds off of what they're trying to do. They're divas.
Do you feel like at a certain point these coaches and GMs, can you stand your ground in the current climate and just say we're not going to reward this, we're going to keep, or do you just want to get rid of it as soon as you can? Do you want to get it off your team?
Well, I'll tell you, if you look at the way Bill Belichick handles it, I mean, he just cuts you loose. Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah. Well, I think the great point that Dan's making about that is when there's somebody like Belichick, because he has full support of the organization and ownership.
Right. Okay. It's really easy to cut somebody loose when you have the greatest quarterback of all time. Hey, my wife's not going to make dinner tonight. I got Emerald hanging out in the living room, so that's totally going to be fine. No, come on, man. You can't just cut these people loose. You need to get something back for them. That being said, you can't bring Antonio Brown back in that locker room. And I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of enjoy sitting back, tenting my fingers a little bit, watching these players finally have power that they haven't had for 70 years of American professional sports. I mean, you're an Eagles fan. You watch what happened with Reggie White and all that stuff when free agency was in its infancy. And even with free agency now, these guys are told what to do. You stand here, you do this, you say this. If not, it's a problem. Well, hey, now I have the ability with social media to go out and do whatever the heck I want. You figure out a way to deal with it.
And I think, though, the thing about Davis and about Brown is they're not heading into free agency. They're not even really that close to free agency, and they signed those deals, and they're pushing it early. Okay. And I'm a little concerned that you replaced your wife with Emerald Lagasse. Really?
Well, he's sexy in his own way. Okay, but hold on. Let's say Antonio Brown next season goes out and snaps his ankle in half. You think the Steelers are going to show loyalty to him and cover the end of his contract? So that being said, with the way that the deals are done in preference to the teams, I have very little sympathy for billionaire owners that are going to put guys in positions to end careers and not make money on it.
I don't hear Antonio Brown talking about it's a money deal.
Okay.
He just wants out of Pittsburgh.
It depends what day it is. He does talk about the money. He does. It depends.
He just got paid recently, too. Yeah. And NBA contracts, those are guareguared.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
those guys are getting paid. It's just a matter of where they're going to get paid. They're all getting paid.
All right.